Hi folks, and welcome to Friday. It is November 19th, 2021, and that means it's the Friday before Thanksgiving for those who celebrate. In any case, this is Cord Cutting Weekly, the show where we wrap up the past week in cord cutting and streaming news. And this week we've got new stats from Netflix, a deal between DISH and Sinclair, some sort of new hardware from Roku, just in time for the holidays, and more. But first, naturally, if you haven't done so already, please do take a second to consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. Those really do help us out a ton, and they're a great way to support our channel. And as always, for anyone joining us for the very first time this week, just a heads up that for all of the stories that we're about to discuss here, you'll find links to those stories down below in the video description, and those links will bring you on over to our news website, cordcuttersnews.com, where you can stay up to date on all things streaming 24/7. And now, with all of that out of the way, let's dive straight into the news, starting with a new deal between DISH and Sinclair. This week, we learned that DISH and Sinclair have reached a deal to keep Sinclair's array of local stations and the tennis channel on DISH and Sling TV. In all, the multi-year carriage agreement includes some 144 Sinclair-owned local stations, but does not involve Sinclair's regional sports networks known as Bally Sports Network. Now, you might recall that DISH dropped those RSNs way back in the summer of 2019, and not long after, DISH commented to say that bringing the RSNs back seemed unlikely. In fact, this week's announcement of a new deal with Sinclair makes no mention of any ongoing talks regarding those RSNs. In any case, those local options and the tennis channel are set to remain on DISH and Sling TV for the time being. And if you have any strong thoughts on the deal, feel free to sound off in the comment section down below. Moving on, we have a new release from Roku, sort of. This week, the company announced it would offer a new streaming device for the low cost of $15, just in time for Black Friday. It's called the Roku LE, and it definitely looks like the company is repurposing some older hardware here. In any case, it's a 1080p streamer that will be available exclusively through mega retailer Walmart. Roku says the budget streaming device should go on sale via Walmart's website starting on November 24th, and you should be able to pick one up in-store by November 26th. And of course, the company says you can expect several of its other streaming products to go on sale for Black Friday as well. And naturally, you can keep track of the latest deals all holiday long over on cordcuttersnews.com. Just head to our deals hub, which we'll link to in the video description down below. In Netflix news, the streaming service that's been famously tight-lipped about its viewership numbers is trying something new. The company has launched a top 10 page, which should add a bit of transparency when it comes to gauging how successful Netflix's shows and movies are. The new site offers a look at the top 10 titles on a global scale, but it also lets you narrow down by country and more. For example, you can see a breakdown that shows where a particular title is doing well. Take the recent hit Squid Game. Season 1 of that series is among the top 10 TV shows in more than 90 countries as of this week. So if you're a fan of stats and seeing what's popular right now on the streaming service, you've got a handy new way to keep track. And you can find out more in our full post linked down below in the video description. Moving on, this week we heard rumors of what Amazon might have in store when its Prime Video streaming service becomes the exclusive home of Thursday Night Football next season. The latest reports from Front Office Sports suggest Amazon is pushing to secure commentators Al Michaels and Troy Aikman for its broadcasts. The idea is reportedly to bring in the veteran broadcasting team to help further legitimize the NFL's exclusive home for Thursday games. And you might recall Prime Video has been simulcasting a number of Thursday night matchups alongside traditional broadcast channels, including several games this season. But next year, Prime Video steps up to be the main offering for Thursday night. Of course, we'll continue to keep an eye on Amazon's plans for next season and beyond, and we'll report back as we learn more. In the meantime, I'm sure there are some folks out there who might have some thoughts on the potential of a Michaels-Aikman broadcast team for Prime Video, and you can let us know in the comment section down below. Over on HBO Max, the streaming service has announced a reunion special commemorating the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter film. The appropriately titled Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts is set to premiere on January 1st, 2022, and is expected to feature stars Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. And beyond the main stars, HBO Max says a whole slew of other guests are expected to appear, including Helena Bonham Carter and Draco Malfoy himself, Tom Felton. You can check out a teaser trailer in our full post link down below in the video description, and again, that special is set to premiere on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2022. In free streaming news, a number of services have beefed up their respective lineups with some new additions recently, so we're going to run through some of the biggest updates here. First up, it's Samsung's TV Plus, which added 6 new channels to its free streaming lineup this week. And that includes some well-timed holiday-themed options as well, like Holiday Movies by Lifetime and Holiday Fireplace, which offer support for 4K resolution. Meanwhile, Pluto TV has recently added 5 more options to its free streaming lineup, including Iron Chef, which lets you enjoy the international cooking competition show 24 hours a day. And then there's the Roku channel, which announced some 15 new channels coming to its lineup. And naturally, those new additions include some holiday content as well, like Holiday Movies by Lifetime, which, as we mentioned earlier, is also coming to Samsung's free lineup as well. The service is also adding more sports and Spanish language options. And you can check out our full post for each of those free streaming services included down below in the video description. Last but not least, the holiday season is here, which has come to mean a whole bunch of Hallmark movies are on the way as well. And if you're trying to follow along with this season's schedule of titles, you can check out our full post linked down below, which details both the Hallmark Channel's countdown to Christmas schedule as well as the lineup for Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Miracles of Christmas. As you might imagine, it's a pretty lengthy list, but if you're a Hallmark fan and you're curious what the networks have in store for the holidays, it's a one-stop shop to stay up to date. And so there you go. Those were some of the top headlines for the past week, and as we often say at this point, thank you all for watching. And again, please do consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. They are a tremendous help to our channel, and they help signal to YouTube that it should continue recommending our content to more and more viewers, which in turn helps us expand our awesome community of cord cutters and streamers. And one more programming note, as we mentioned at the top of this broadcast, next week is Thanksgiving, so we won't have a Friday episode of Cord Cutting Weekly next week. However, we will still sum up the week's biggest headlines, so be on the lookout for a Friday YouTube post with links to all the latest stories. For now, though, I thank you all again for tuning in this week. My name is Philip Palermo. I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable weekend. We'll see you next time. Take care.